play Friday at 4:30, the day after Thanksgiving. We play Tuscaloosa Central High School out of Tuscaloosa, Alabama. And I don't know how lucky we were to get them as first draw. But anyway, they've won 2 back-to-back 6A state champions. And, around here, 3A as far as we go, and they have a 6A. They've won 118 basketball games in a row coming in here. And we hope to make this an annual thing, Tony, and we hope to get more and more people behind it. And we feel like it's going to be an exciting 3 days of basketball. All 8 boys teams and all 8 girls teams will play 3 games. And it's going to be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the 28th, 29th, and 30th, immediately following Christmas. And McDonald's has been just tremendous with helping us, and along with Acme Sports. And we just feel like we got something good started here, and we hope that it will just get better and better.
Well, it sounds like we've got some good basketball ahead of us, and we certainly want people to come out and support the Christmas tournament, and especially people like Acme and McDonald's that's helped put it on. But tonight we want to start off and get off the good start, and we certainly hope that you'll do well against the Happy Valley Warriors, Coach.
Well, I just hope, Tony, we go out each and every night and we play hard and we compete and we just try to do our very best. I hope the community and the surrounding area here, the fans, basketball fans, will get out here and support the team and not be the type of fans that as long as you're winning and everything's going great, they're here. But if something goes wrong and you're not playing well, we hope that they'll come out then and get behind us and support us. We're going to work hard as coaching staff and as players and young men that are going to come out here and try to get themselves prepared to play. And, we're going to...
Tonight's game, beginning with the Happy Valley Warriors. Starting at guard will be Andy Blevins. He's 5'8", a junior. And starting at forward will be number 23, Andy Montgomery, 6'2", a junior. And starting to the guard will be Cliff Kite, 5'11", a senior. And starting at the other forward will be Gary Henniger. He's a 6-footer, Tony, senior. And the big boy underneath, Mr. Chuck Babb, and what a dandy. 6'6", 6'7", somewhere thereabouts, senior.
Good-looking team, John, and Mr. Babb looks like he may be the guy that's going to really carry that ball.
Of course, they are coached by Charlie Bayless, a legend, no doubt.
No question, John.
For the Cyclones, starting at guard will be Nathan Norman. The other guard position will be Travis McGrath. He's 6'1", a senior. And the other guard position, Tony, maybe got ahead of himself. Craig Ney, right, 5'11", a senior. And the big boy for the Cyclones, Jonathan Wilson, 6'6", a senior. And Richard Ketchum, 6'4", a senior. So the Cyclones starting 5 seniors tonight.
John, it's going to be an exciting matchup. Just can't wait to see how the young Cyclones at guard can handle this pressure I know Charlie put on.
Going right out of football into basketball, your rivals here may kick an extra point.
I'll tell you what, you obviously ready to try to throw one.
So we want no comment.
No putt returns tonight, John.
Right. So we're ready to get things started here in 1992 for the Elizabethton Cyclones. Starting the first game of the year, the Warriors, number 5.
What a way to start, John.
It'll be Wilson along with Babb. Jumping hip control by the Cyclones. McGrath has it. Off the timeline, kicks it down in the corner to Wilson. He puts it up. Wilson knocked it down. Jonathan Wilson. First 2 points, Tony, that he puts up.
He wasn't bicycle on that one.
Henniger across the timeline. In a hurry, drives. Ball's knocked out of his hands. Goes out of bounds. They're going to stay off the hands of Ney. So it's going to be Happy Valley basketball.
Got the Cyclones trying to put a little bit of press on, John, starting off.
Well, Charlie said that if he was coaching, that's exactly what he'd do if he was Lindbergh. Montgomery inbounds to Babb. Babb pressured by Ketchum. Gets it back out now to the top of the key. They're going to set things up. Warriors with the basketball. Blevins penetrates. Kicks it over to Babb. Babb tries pass underneath. Shot is up. No good. As Henniger took the shot underneath with a lot of pressure. In a hurry, Norman stops at the top of the key. Puts it up. No good. Rebounded. Coming out with it, Blevins for the Warriors. Mr. Andy Blevins. guard for Charlie Bayless. He gets a pick from Henniger, and Norman charges over Henniger, so it's going to be a charging foul on Mr. Norman.
Well, Henniger got himself a position, John. That was an excellent defensive move by Happy Valley.
Cyclones on top by a score, 2-0. Just underway from A.O. Treadway Gymnasium. Pass comes in to Montgomery. Kicks it back out to Henniger. Henniger trying to find somebody to pass it on. He drives, stops, puts it up, shot, no good. Hard off the board. Right foot underneath, kick back outside, picked up by Happy Valley. Blevins with it. Shot from the corner, no good. Rebounded Wilson for the Cyclones. Across the timeline, he drives, he stops, he puts it up. His shot, yes. Jonathan Wilson. He's attempted two, he's made two.
2 out of 3 for the Cyclones, John.
Cyclones 4, Warriors nothing. 6:38 remaining, first period from Treadway Gymnasium. Pass comes in, that is stole by Wilson. Pass was intended for Babb. Stolen back by Henniger, he loses it back to Wilson. With the ball, Norman, he drives, left the key, he puts it up, no good. Rebounded Babb for the Warrior, long pass, outlet pass to Blevins. He takes it, ball batted, stolen by Nave for the Cyclones. Up and down we go to Wilson, 3-point try. Wilson, yes! Jonathan Wilson! And is he lighting it up tonight? Oh, man. Wilson with 7. He's hit his first 3 shots, and Charlie Bayless says, whoa, let's stop and think things over.
I'm a little surprised at how well the Cyclones have executed so far. They've done nothing wrong.
Of course, Jonathan Wilson with the hot hand. He shot it 3 times. He's made 3.
He's got all 7 of them.
Cyclones putting on some pressure with the basketball blade. And he finally feeds it underneath a wide open Babb. He puts it up and in, and he's going to be fouled. As Babb receives the pass from Blevins, wide open underneath. He knocked it down.
That's the case right there. Catch him, get in there just a step late. The man was in the air. He had nowhere to come down. It was a good call. Mr. Ketchum picking up his first foul.
Ketchum picking up his first foul. Cyclone's second foul. Shot up by Babb. It's good. So Babb with 3 points. Scores 7-3. Cyclones by 4. Cyclones with the basketball. McGrath. Right side, feeds it back out to Nate. Top of the key, over to Norman. Norman tries. He puts his shot up. His shot, no good. Rebounded Warrior. Quick outlet pass to Blevins. He's going to take it all the way. He drives, puts it up, then he's going to be hammered by Nave. Greg Nave hammered him as he went up to shoot. Probably a good foul, Tony.
John, that was one that you had to contest because you had a wide open layup. They might have got a good block on it, but they got the body. So, yeah, it was a good call, good foul.
So Cyclones' 3rd team foul. And the Warriors yet to create a foul. To the line, we'll go Blevins. He puts it up, yes. A lot of iron there, Tony. She put down, though.
John had the kind of shooter touch. He got it in there, and it's just it's like an 8 ball in the side pocket.
So Andy Blevins will put it up again for the Warriors, 7-4. Next one is up. This one, good. So Blevins with 2 points pulls the Warriors within 2, 7-5. Norman across the timeline. Left side. Then it goes to Ketchum. Ball batted, knocked out of bounds by Babb. It's going to be Cyclones basketball.
Babb had some quick hands on that play, John. Reached out there and flipped it outbound.
So McGrath for the Cyclones with them down. He feeds it into Norman. Norman takes it back to the top of the key. He's going to set things up for the Cyclones. 5:24 remaining, first period. Cyclones 7. Warriors 5. Norman top of the key to McGrath. Feeds it over to Nave, left corner. Nave back out to the top of the key. McGrath penetrates. Throws shuffle pass to Norman. Looking underneath. Instead throws it back to Norman. It's going to go across the timeline, so that's going to be a turnover for the Cyclones, and it's going to give the ball to the Happy Valley Warriors, who trail by 2, 5:09. First period action from Treadway Gymnasium. Cyclones with Mr. Jonathan Wilson, Tony, having all 7 points. Bad pass goes out of bounds as Montgomery attempted to hit Henniger down in the corner. Nobody home.
John, each team on that last possession tried to force the basketball just a little bit. They need to settle down here.
Cyclones with the basketball. 7-5. Nave, 3-point try, hit good. Greg Nave with 3 points. 10-5. Cyclones up by 5. And it comes to Henniger. Back to Blevins. Blevins getting pressure. New man in the lineup for the Cyclones is Garland.
Garland, yes.
Pass goes into Babb. He puts it up. Rattles, comes out. Rebounded Wilson. for the Cyclones. Babb had his shot. It just wouldn't go down. Garland leads over in the corner to Nave. He puts it up. No good. Rebound. Ketchum. Ketchum goes up. Batted back by Babb. Good defensive play. Knocked it back to Montgomery. He takes it up and in. That was Kite rather than Montgomery. Cliff Kite, the 5'11 senior. 10-7. Garland to the corner to Wilson. Underneath comes to McGrath. Kicks it over to Ketchum. Shot up, then in. So Ketchum with his first 2 points. 12-7. Cyclones by 5. Then he comes to Montgomery. Back to Blevins. To Henniger. Back to Blevins. Still not across the timeline. Finally Montgomery has the ball down in the corner. 3-point shot. No good. Rebounded Ketchum. To Garland. He's fouled. No call. Feed underneath to Henniger. Up and in. So Henniger, with some garbage there, Tony, was able to put him within 3 points.
John, a little bit of carelessness on part of the Cyclones, give them an easy basket.
Chad Garland in the lineup now for the Cyclones. He's a 5'9 junior. Top of the key in the corner to Nate. Nate penetrates. He stops. He puts it up. No good. Rebounded Montgomery. Long pass down court of Blevins. Thought about the break. Instead kicks it over Montgomery. He stops. Puts the shot up. No good. Had the easy layup. And Ketchum comes out with it for the Cyclones. To Garland. Garland back to Ketchum. Ketchum, left corner Wilson. He wants to shoot. Instead, knocked out of bounds for Garland. It's going to be Cyclones foul.
No, it's a foul on Henniger that time.
That was behind.
Yeah, he reached behind. That's to give me every time.
And that was on Henniger.
Number 35 for the Warriors.
35 Henniger. His first foul. Team's first, Tony, I believe.
It is, John. It's they played pretty good basketball so far. Haven't committed a lot of fouls.
In the lineup for the Cyclones now is Anthony Reddick. He's going to inbound it. He finally gets it into Wilson. Wilson stops, puts it up. No good. Rebound. Ketchum. Back up. Shot blocked. With the ball. Reddick. Reddick back up and in, and he's going to be fouled. So Reddick up off the bench comes in and knocks 2 down for the Cyclones. And he was fouled.
John, they had some good activity on the board that time. A couple of offensive rebounds, and even though Ketchum didn't get it in, Reddick stayed with it and made the bucket and drew the foul.
So Reddick will go to the line. His team on top by a score of 14-9. Cyclones 14, Happy Valley 9. Reddick's shot is up. It's good. Well, you know, Duggar mentioned how well Reddick had come on the latter part of the season, Tony, and said his offensive game had really come on strong.
He really did, John. He doesn't look like he can play basketball.
Bad pass recovered by Kite. Back to Babb. Babb goes up and in. Beautiful finger roll.
Oh, that was a great move.
Babb. Chuck Babb with 5 points and a good move. 11-15. He pulls them within 4. 2:30 remaining. With the basketball, Garland. Now back out the top of the key to Norman. They're going to have to get a lot of leadership out of Norman and Wilson this year, Tony. The Cyclones are.
John, I think they're the key right now to the Cyclones' success.
Garland. Back to Norman. Top of the key. He's going to set things up. To Reddick. Reddick directing traffic. Cyclones pull it out. Garland puts up a 3-pointer. No good. Rebounded. Montgomery. He's going to be fouled by Ketchum. Richard Ketchum with his second foul.
John, that was
4.
Kind of reached in on that. The man already had the rebound. He probably should have just let him back off a little bit.
So team fouls on the Cyclones 4 at the time, Tony. 2:06 remaining. 15-11 Cyclones up by 4. With the basketball, Blevins takes it to the corner, looking for somebody to kick it off to. And as he tried to hit Kite, ball knocked out of bounds by Norman.
Good play by Norman.
So it's going to be Happy Valley's basketball. Inbounding for the Warriors will be Cliff Kite. He looks, gets it into Henniger. He drives in the paint, fakes underneath, good pass, shot up, no good. But he was fouled as Kite went for the 2 points. And Tony, good feed by Henniger.
He slid through, cut the baseline off, and Mr. Norman hit him with the body. That's the second foul on Norman.
So Norman, with his second foul, team's 5th. The Cyclones with 5 team fouls. Tony, this 1 year really that Coach Duggar was counting on quite a bit of depth, and with the loss of Lewis and Stacy Stout, certainly he don't have that privilege right now.
No, it's
a luxury, I might say.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is right now, John. He's got to develop some kids. That's going to hurt losing those 2 boys right now.
Kite's first shot is up. It's good. Kite with 3 points. He'll jump to the next one. It's up. Off the back of the rim. Rebounded Wilson for the Cyclones. Outlet pass to Garland. Down it goes into Nave in the corner. Back out to Garland. Over to Wilson. He pulls it on a three-pointer. His shot, good. Jonathan Wilson. Wilson with 10 points.
Big one. Better get ready for Mr.
30 remaining. Long pass down to Kite. He takes it. He drives. Kicks it over to Babb. Beautiful pass to Babb. And he jams it home. And Mr. Babb, little pumped up, John. 7 points. Just as you thought maybe the Cyclones was going to start pulling away, here they come again. 14-18. Cyclones by 4 with the basketball. Garland. And he comes to catch it. He puts it up from out front. No good. Rebounded. Anthony Reddick. Reddick drives, stops, puts it up from in front. No good. Rebounded Babb. And Babb's going to be fouled. And the Warriors are really trying to get things cooking their way, Tony, as they regenerated here.
John, that big two-handed stuff by Babb got him going. No question, brought everybody up on the half-down bench. Right now it's 18-14. Elizabeth just committed the 6th foul.
And we go under the 1 minute mark here in this first period. Cyclones by 4. Clevin to Sutton. Sutton in the lineup now for the Warriors. And he's been a young man that's been injured, Tony. And we're going to have a foul on Ketchum, I believe.
Number 3 on Richard.
So Richard Ketchum, you're right. He's picked up his 3rd. And it's the Cyclones' 6th team foul.
John, what's really important is that Happy Valley was on the bonus on the last foul. They only committed 1 themselves.
You're exactly right, 2. I've got them with 2. So they have created 2, and Babb goes to the line for the Warriors. He could put them within 2, Tony, with 44 seconds remaining. First period. His first one's up, no good. Rebounded by Nave for the Cyclones. The Cyclones will walk it across the timeline and go probably for the last shot. Garland with the basketball. He passed it over to Nave, so they're going to pull it back out and hold it. So Charlie Bayless, very stubborn here tonight, Tony, as far as pulling away from
it. It's a typical Charlie team, John. You're not going to beat Happy Valley by any big score, no matter what he has.
19 seconds. Cyclones have just backed it out at the halfway mark and hold it. Now they start things rolling with 12 seconds. Nave in the corner from the flat. Out to Garland. Garland to Reddick. In it goes to Wilson. 3-point shot, no good. Knocked out of bounds by, they're going to say the Warriors. And that's going to give the Cyclones the basketball underneath their own basket with 4 seconds remaining. Reddick will inbound. He looks. Long pass comes back out to Garland. He takes it. He drives. Puts the shot up. No good. So the first quarter ends, Tony. Cyclones 18. Happy Valley 14. We'll be back right after this.
If you want your property sold and sold fast, John gets
private. Not really, John. Not at this point in time. Cyclones shot 7 of 20 in the first quarter for 35%, but they were 3 of 6 from three-point land for 50%.
I think you can see the advantage of the 4 games in Happy Valley's play.
Oh, they definitely look very polished to me, John.
With the basketball will be the Warriors, and he comes to Kite. He feeds it underneath. We'll have a whistle. Now, foul's going to be on Reddick. So Anthony Reddick creating his first foul. And it's Cyclones' 17th foul. So to the line will go. Is that Jason Kite, Tony, 31? I don't have his number.
No, I don't have it over here either.
Shot is up. No good. Rebounded Cyclones with the basketball. Over to Garland. Garland across the timeline. Sees it over the net. Cyclones with the basketball. Gibson now in the lineup for the Cyclones. Gibson, Margaret Gibson is 6-footer. Ball batted around. It's going to be stolen by the Warriors. And it comes to Sutton. Pass down to Babb. Babb takes it. Stop. Puts it up. No good. Rebounded underneath. Kite back up. No good. Fight for it underneath. Coming out with it. Cyclone. And with the basketball, Gibson with a big rebound. Kicks it over to Nave. Nave to Garland. And Tony, 18-14. Warriors with a couple of good shots there. Just wouldn't go.
Just wouldn't drop, John. They had it. Had it on the rim twice.
Nave to Garland. Now to Gibson. Gibson back to Garland. He looks things over. Wants to set it up. Instead, over to Nave. Nave backs it back out. Charlie's gone into his zone right now.
He's running 2-3, John. He's backed up under the basket.
Over it goes. to Garland. He puts it up, no good. Rebounded, out there with it. Suffin for the Warriors. Down in the corner to Kite. Kite to Babb. Babb puts it up, no good. Rebounded Wilson for the Cyclones. If the Warriors were hitting right now, this would be much
It's a ball game, John. They're cold. They're getting the shot, just not dropping for them.
Cyclones 18, Warriors 14, 6:36 remaining. Second period action. Garland with the basketball for the Cyclones. Garland dribbles it back out the top key. Now goes to Nave. Nave tries to penetrate. Can't. Ball batted by Kite. Over it comes to Gibson. Back to Garland. He goes into the circle. Gibson's going to pull the shot on a three-pointer. No good. McGrath with the rebound for the Cyclones over the Nave. Back to Garland. Shot is up. No good. Rebounded underneath. Shot up and in by Gibson. So Mark Gibson, 6-foot junior, puts two in for the Cyclones, who pull away now by 6. It's 2014. Second period action. With the basketball, Warriors have it. Blevins drives over to Sutton. He puts it up. Shot, no good. Rebound coming out there with it for the Cyclone is Gibson. Tony, he's played some quality.
He's had 3 big defensive rebounds here in this second quarter.
Nave puts up a three-pointer, no good. Rebounded Babb for the Warriors. And he pulls out Blevins and said, let's slow things down just a bit with 5:30 remaining. 2014 Cyclones by 6. John Hospaw along with Tony Oliver bringing you tonight's action. And he goes in the corner to Sutcliffe. He wants to back things up and set it up over to Blevins. Blevins really getting pressured by Garland for the Cyclones. He gets a pick, and that's going to be a dandy. And they're going to get Garland with the foul, Tony. You got to look for picks like that.
That's the second time they had it down and set it. It's been a perfect pick, and Elizabeth has not picked it up. And, boy, they picked up 2 charging fouls here.
Cyclones have created 10 fouls.
They're going to have to get some perimeter shooting. They get a couple of buckets down, John. They'll open up the inside, force Charlie to come out. I think you'll see Wilson and go back to work on the inside.
So it's going to be to the line, number 31, and Tony, I never have gotten who that was. I don't have his number on my roster.
John, we'll try to check that at halftime.
It could be Kite. I'm just not sure. Shot is up. It's good. Number 31 for the Warriors makes his first. Will attempt the second. This one up. It's also good. 2016 Warriors trail by 4. Inbounding for the Cyclones will be Wilson. And he will inbound to Garland. Garland will walk it across the timeline. He's going to be picking up some pressure by Blevins. Back to Garland. Garland drives into the key. Kicks it off the side to Nave. He puts up the shot. No good. Rebounded Henniger for the Warriors to Blevins. And on trying to make the steal was Garland, and he's going to make a foul.
John, that's his second. And if I've got this thing counted correctly, that's the 10th foul on the Cyclones here in the first half.
I've got him with 9. I'd say you're exactly right because I probably missed one.
I've got Reddick with 2. I believe you got him with 1. I may have hit the pencil here too hard.
So Blevins will go the line for the Warriors. His shot is up. It's good. So Blevins with 3 points pulls the Warriors within 3. He'll get the second try. Andy Blevins, 5'8", the junior. Next one is up. No good. Rebounded Cyclone. McGrath kicks it over to Wilson with the basketball. Garland. Garland pressured by Blevins to Wilson. Down in the corner it goes to Gibson. Gibson drives. He stops. Kicks it back out to Nave. To the top of the key to Garland. With the ball, Wilson. Back to Garland. Garland backs it out. Over to Nave. 4:26 remaining, second period. 2017 Cyclones by 3. Garland penetrates, puts it up, and he's going to be hammered by Montgomery for the Warriors. And one thing about it, he'll try to take it to the hustle warning.
Well, that's what you got to have in the point guard. You got to have somebody penetrate, make something happen, pull the defense in, then you either shoot the ball, you draw the foul, or you flip it off to somebody. That time he got fouled.
Chad's 5'9", the junior. 4:22 remaining in this second period. Cyclones 20, Warriors 17. Shot up and in.
Mr. Garland has a lot of heart, John. It's good, the kid.
Except his first point of this young season for the Cyclones. He'll get the second try. He has the mark. He puts this one up. And it's good. So Garland with 2 points on pass. Intended for Henniger. It's going to go out of bounds. So it's going to be turnover by the Warriors, giving it to the Cyclones.
John, they hurried that up just a little bit. They had the man there, just overthrew it.
Garland to Wilson. Wilson drives. He's going to be hooked by Henniger. There'll be a lot of double teaming, I'd say, on Mr. Wilson for 6 is out, Tony.
John, if I was a defensive coach, I think I would say 4 of you get big number 42, and we'll play the other 4 with whoever's left.
McGrath back in the lineup for the Cyclones. Travis is a 6'1 senior. Over to Garland. To May. Back to Garland. Top of the key. Down in the corner. He hits his Gibson. Gibson, he didn't play all that much last year, did he?
No, he didn't, but he looks good so far tonight, John. Been big defensive rebounds.
And it goes to Wilson, and he tried to take it up and in, and he's going to be fouled. Sent there by Mr. Kite. The creating the foul was Cliff Kite. He's 5'11", a senior.
John Wilson is so big inside. He's so quick that they're going to have to double team. I think he'll draw a lot of fouls this year with just that move he made right there.
Inbounding for the Cyclones will be Craig Naves. Official hands him the ball. We're ready. He's looking for Wilson. Instead, goes out to Gibson. Back he goes in the corner to Wilson. Wilson stops, puts it up. No good. Rebounded underneath for Gibson. Up and in. So Gibson only with 4 points and 4 big points. 4-17.
Looks good. Looks good so far. Playing good basketball.
Blevins over to Montgomery. And it goes to Kite. Wanted to shoot. Instead, back out to Montgomery. Top of the key. Back to Kite. Looking for Blevins. He gets the pick. Blevins. Holding the ball. Back out the top of the key. They're going to try to set things up. And he's really been guarded very closely by Garland. Finally, Babb comes out. Underneath it goes. Shot up. No call. Back up again. Missed the easy layup. Montgomery gets it. He stops, puts it up. This time it's good. So Montgomery puts it up and in for the Warriors after about 3 or 4 tries. Thought they had a lid on it, Tony.
It looked that way, and it went through about 3 Cyclone hands, John.
2:50 remaining, 24-19. Wilson pulls the trigger from a 3-pointer. Rebounded Blevins for the Warriors. And he was almost fouled by a hard-driving Gibson. Then it goes to Kite, back out to Blevins. So they will set a play up. Charlie Bayless has his paddles he holds up down there, Tony. It's hard to watch him tonight. To Montgomery. He stops in front of the key, puts it up, no good. 5-4 underneath. Coming out with it for the Cyclones. Who else but Gibson? Gibson over to Garland.
6 rebounds, John. All ready for Mr. Gibson.
He's wanting some...
he wants some playing time.
PT time, ain't it? Right. Wilson in the corner. To Garland. Garland on pass, cross court to Gibson. Wanted to shoot. He is going to shoot. Shot up and in. It's going to be a 3-pointer. So Gibson off the bench. 7 points.
Hey, that's one of those guys that Coach Duggar talked about stepping forward, John.
He's ignited this Cyclone team. They've pulled out to a 27-19 lead over the Warriors with 1:42 remaining. Warriors with the basketball. Andy Blevins high above his head looking for a pick. He drives. Top of the key. Ball batted. That's going to be kicked by Gibson. So it's going to be Warriors basketball with 1:35 remaining. 27-19. Cyclones on top. Cyclones with opportunities to pull away, but the Warriors said no. And they continue to battle this much bigger Cyclone team. Look the ball. Babb feeds it underneath. To Kite. He puts it up. No good. Knocked out of bounds. It's going to be Warriors basketball.
That's a good call, John. Two Cyclones got it hit on the line. No question about that. McGrath and Craig Nate fighting for it.
So inbounding will be the Warriors. We're down to the 1:28 mark. Then it comes to Babb. Batted and stolen by Jonathan Wilson. On a break. He takes it. Feeds it over the tension pass to Garland. And Garland was covered by Kite, and it's going to be Cyclones basketball underneath their own basket. Good defensive play.
Well, John, that might have been one that Johnson might have well taken on, but he's looking for the easy basket and, trying to make something happen.
Kite will inbound for the Cyclones. He finally gets it into Garland. Garland in the corner, being double-teamed by Stuffin along with Kite. Finally gets it out to Gibson, to Nave. Now back up top of the key to Garland. Cyclones looking to get something going. McGrath takes, penetrates, puts it up. No good. Rebounded Wilson. He tries to go back up, and as he did, he was fouled. So that's going to put Jonathan Wilson at the charity lane. And his team on top by a score 27-19, largest lead of the evening, Tony.
John, it's going to get closer, and they've made a mistake here. That's not a 1-1. It's a Cyclone ball on the outside. Betsy's not on her bonus yet.
Okay, they'll have the ball underneath their own basket. They will inbound. Oh, beautiful pass, and Grant couldn't get the handle on it. Knocked out of bounds. It's going to be Warriors basketball.
John, that was
They did his job as getting it by his end, Tony.
That was a tailor-made layup right there.
Wanted to shoot it before he caught it.
Oh, he sure did. He hit him in the worst place, right in his hand.
50 seconds remaining. Ball batted and stole again by Wilson as pass will continue for Babb. He takes it, puts it up, and Babb creating a foul as he tried to block Wilson as he went towards the basket.
John, that's Wilson that time took the ball and did exactly what he should have done the last time. He drew the foul. Now he's on the line for 2, and Cyclone's got a chance to go up by 10 here. And what's important, we're on the bonus now.
Well, Wilson has yet to score, according to my records, this second period. Have you got him within?
No, sir. You're exactly right. He had 10 first quarter.
So Jonathan will be looking for number 11. It's up, and he got number 11, Wilson, with 11 points. He'll be shooting the second one. 46 seconds remaining, second period. Wilson at the line for the Cyclones. He puts it up, nothing but net. Wilson with 12. Cyclones with the lead, 29-19, a 10-point bulge right now for the Cyclones. And it's been a tough match thus far. Largest lead for the Cyclones all night. Pass intended for Montgomery goes out of bounds as Babb tried to hit the breaking Montgomery.
John, the defensive pressure by the Cyclones forced Babb to make a bad pass on that one there.
The difference right now, Tony, isn't it?
That's the difference. The pressure is being turned up just a little bit by Elizabethan, and it's taking its toll on the Warriors.
Cyclones with the basketball and the lead. 10 points, 29-19. Cyclones Garland has it all the way back at the halfway mark with 14 seconds to Gibson. Back it comes to Nave. Almost lost it. Good defensive play by Stuckman. Nave takes it, drives, puts it up, no good. Off the boards, it comes, right for it underneath. Nave gets it back, puts it up, and the whistle sounds. And it's no good as the ball was tipped in. So the Cyclones will take in a 10-point lead here at halftime, Tony, 29-19. And a really good effort by both balls in the second period for Lindbergh.
I think he's going to pick up right where he left off. I think he's going to continue to apply the pressure. There's no reason to change because it's working, and the only way he's going to change is if Charlie does something to make him change.
And what do you think the Warriors will do?
I think the Warriors are going to have to just take the time with the basketball, and I think they're going to have to run their plays, execute just a little bit better, and I think, just be square up when they take that shot.
I'm a bit surprised that the Cyclones have held the Warriors to only 19 points this first half.
So am I, John, because this is a good scoring ball club.
It was, actually, the Warriors only scored 5 points the second period.
That's right.
It was 14. They had 14 points at the first stop. And on the other hand, the Cyclones had 18 and now have 29, so they have scored 11. With the basketball, it'll be the Cyclones with inbound. Then comes Norman. To Reddick. Down in the corner goes to Wilson. Wilson looking to catch him. Instead, back up to Norman. Back to Wilson in the corner. He drives. He kicks it over to catch him. He goes up. Ball batted, knocked out of bounds. It's going to be Warriors basketball. They say catch him, hit it last.
Oh, I didn't see that, John, but perhaps he did.
So Blevins will inbound for the Warriors. Warriors with the basketball. Over it goes to Kite. Kite being pressured by Norman. Ball batted, stolen by Ketchup. Back to Norman. Norman in a hurry. He drives to the top of the key. He stops. He pumps. He puts it up. He knocks it home. Nathan Norman with his first 2 points of the 1992-93 season, Tony.
Johnny had been 1 for 3. I mean, he'd been 0 for 3 till that time.
With the basketball, Montgomery to Kike. Kike down the right side, drives. He's picked up by Ketchum. Then he goes in, and as he did, he charged. And having position,
Travis McGrath.
was McGrath. And Tony, good position.
John, he was there. He was set. The Warrior team down just out of control on that one there. That's all you can say about that call.
Well, when a man's got the position, you can't bowl over him.
Nope.
Sometimes you want to, but you just can't do it. So inbound, it would be Reddick. He shuffles it over to Norman. Norman at the top of the key, pressured by Blevins. Over it goes to McGrath. He drives the right side. He puts it up, no good. Fight for it underneath. Babb comes out in a hurry. Over to Blevins. Babb tripped up by McGrath. He's on the floor. Up goes Montgomery, no good. We got 3 people on the floor. And Babb a little bit slow getting up. And I'd say every time he goes down at Charlie Bayless, his heart goes down.
I think everybody gets quiet on the Happy Valley side. He took a hard fall, John.
Well, he was tripped up by one of the Cyclones from behind, not intentionally, but he got a lot of legs and feet and arms flying in.
I'll tell you one thing, that's not artificial turf down there. That's something else. That's hardwood.
So the line will go Andy Montgomery, 6'2 junior for the Warriors. Puts it up and in. So Montgomery with 3 points on the evening. Looking for number 4. It's 31-20. Cyclones by 11. Third period just underway. Montgomery's next one's up. No good off the back of the rim. Rebounded Cyclones. Norman out there with it. Across the timeline to the top of the key. Feeds it underneath to Reddick. Reddick puts it up. Gets the shooter's roll. So Anthony Reddick with 5 points.
Good touch on that one, John. He did get the shooter's roll, and it danced on that rim before it fell.
Blevins walks it across the timeline. We have a whistle, and there's going to be a charge on Anthony Reddick. It looks like he's trying to throw a block on Henniger. Probably shades of football coming back tonight.
Yeah, John, that is his 3rd foul, by the way. That is his 3rd one.
So the Cyclones will inbound. Sutton will inbound 4. The Warriors ball batted and it's stolen by Reddick, and as he tried to make the steal, rather, he's going to be on the back of Blevins. So really, that's football in him right now, Tony.
John, it looks like he was trying to cover the ball up front. That's 4 on him.
I know, but how many days practice has he had?
He hasn't had many because,
They played in the bowl game.
They finished up last Saturday, so, he's had maybe 3 or 4 days.
Blevins with the basketball. He will be guarded by Garland. Over to Babb. Babb puts it up. No good. Rebounded Henniger. He goes back up and missed the easy layup. Fight for it underneath. Babb puts it up and in. Chuck Babb with a big basket for the Warriors. It's 33-22. Cyclones by 11. Wilson. Shot up and in. Left side, Wilson.
John, he can make it from anywhere.
Jonathan Wilson with 14 points. With the basketball, Montgomery. Thought about the 3 instead over Sutton. Sutton looks underneath. Pass comes to Henniger. Shot up and in by Henniger. Beautiful pass to Henniger underneath, and he drills it home for his 4th point.
John, they ran that play well.
Over to Wilson. 3-point try. Wilson, no good. Rebounded. Ketchum had it loose. Underneath, McGrath takes it, kicks it back out to Norman. They'll set things up. Pass comes underneath to Wilson. He fakes, pumps, kicks it back out to Gibson. Then it comes to Wilson. Wilson's top of the cream. Beautiful pass underneath to Ketchum. And as he went up with it, he was hammered.
Good pass made that happen. He Ketchum around the baseline, and Wilson fed him a good pass, and then Ketchum got just enough body moving out of the defensive player to draw a foul.
So Charlie Bayless trails by 11, 24-35 with 5:20 remaining, and Bayless is going to ask for timeout. With timeout, we'll be back right after we take this break.
If you're a do-it-yourselfer mechanic, Bill Ingram's Auto Parts are...
And he's a senior. His shot is up. No good. He was in the act of shooting, so he'll get the second try. Richard is a senior, and Tony played some last year, not all that much.
Yeah, and Johnny's improved his play a great deal the past couple of years.
This one's up off the back of them. Rebounded Blevins for the Warriors. The catch-up missed 2. Warriors with a chance to cut it to 9, possibly 8. Pass goes into Babb. Babb kicks it over in the corner to Sutton. Sutton backs it back out over to Blevins. Sutton's been injured too, Tony. He's just back off the injured. Babb puts it up. No good. Rebounded. Babb gets his own rebound, goes up, and he's going to be fouled by Garland. And how he ever got the rebound, I'll never know. 2 Cyclones actually had it. And evidently, as they were fighting for the basketball, just popped loose and comes to Babb, and he takes it, puts it up.
Johnny look just a little bit tentative out there, Elizabethton does on that offensive board, and Babb and company are just banging that thing to death.
So Babb goes to the line for Charlie Bayless and company. This one is up. This one is good. So Babb now has 10 points, looking for number 11. He pulls the Warriors within 10. It's 25-35. Babb's next shot is up. It's also as good. Warriors within 9, so they've cut the lead to 9. Norman, outlet pass to Nave. Nave backs it back out. Norman down in the corner he goes to Mr. Gibson, or Garland rather. That comes over to Nave. Back to Norman, top of the key. Wants to penetrate instead, backs it back out. Then it goes to McGrath. Underneath it goes to Wilson. Wilson double team. Ball intercepted by Montgomery. Montgomery, quick outlet pass to Blevins across the timeline to Sutton. Sutton hands it over to Blevins. Sutton into Babb. Back to Sutton. Over it goes to Blevins. In the corner, Montgomery. He wanted to pull the trigger on a three-pointer. Instead, pulls it down. Now it goes to Sutton. Long pass cross court. And that one almost went out of bounds.
Charlie caught that one?
And Charlie leaped high into the air. I believe he could have done a 1.5, Tony, as he leaped. And it goes to Babb. He puts it up. Oh, that's no good. Rebounded Cyclone. Out there with it comes Garland. Quick outlet pass to May. Back to Garland. Left wing to Norman. He spins, and he's going to be called for walking. He splits the 2 defenders, Tony, actually, and it's a good call.
It's a good call. He got in there, got his feet tangled up, and everybody thought perhaps he was squeezed, but he wasn't. He took his feet, went down himself, John.
26-35. Cyclones by 9. Warriors with the basketball. 3:45. You have the feeling you're waiting for the knockout, and it's not going to happen.
It's not coming, John. It's going to be a 12-rounder.
Henniger drives, puts it up. Shot, no good. Babb, tip, no good. Rebounded Norman for the Cyclones. Across the halfway mark. He's going to take it all away, and instead kicks it over to Garland. He puts it up, shot, no good. Whistle sounds underneath, and they're going to get Mr. Babb.
Okay, that was Mr. Gibson that marked back in there.
Right. So, foul. I believe the foul was on Babb.
It occurred.
Gibson.
Occurred before the shot, too, John. That's why they're getting it out of bounds.
Wilson with the basketball. Puts it up. No good. Ball batted. And Norman retrieves it. He dribbles it back across the halfway mark to Gibson. To Norman. Norman over to Nave. 3-point try. Nave. No good. Fight for it. Babb, the winner of the rebound over Wilson. Over it goes to Sutton. And Sutton couldn't hang on to it as Babb rifled one, Tony.
John, that's about the 3rd time tonight that they have had that pass, had the man wide open, just have not made it.
They've just not played under control.
No, sir.
Tonight like I thought they would. But a good mark for a Happy Valley team is certainly they can handle the basketball, and this is one thing they've really not done all that well tonight, Tony.
John, it's
Norman drives. Norman puts it up. No good. It's the top of the board, so it's going to be Warriors basketball. And you know, they've had their chances in this game, really.
Well, we talk about the Cyclone shooting. Happy Valley shooting has been poor, too.
Right. So Cyclones are going to pick them up all over the floor. Sutton almost walked. No call. Finally get it across the timeline. Sutton drives. Kicks it over to Montgomery. 3-point try. Montgomery. No good. Rebounded. Cyclones had it, goes out of bounds off of Nave, so they're going to give it to the Warriors underneath their own basket. Inbounding for the Warriors will be Sutton into Henniger. Henniger's shot, no good. Babb fights for it underneath. Finally gets it, goes back up. Knocked out of his hands by Norman. Norman comes out there with it, across the timeline. Double team, ball hits the line as it comes back across the timeline. And Mr. Norman a bit out of control on that series.
John, it looked like he may have been bumped just a little bit, but he was out of control even though he was bumped. And you're right.
2:11 remaining, third period. Cyclones 20, the Warriors 26, Cyclones 35. Blevins to Montgomery, to Babb, down in the corner. Back it goes to Blevins. Sutphin has it. Over it goes to Henniger. Top of the key, Blevins. Blevins into Babb. Shot is up from in front. No good. And the Warriors just can't make one as it's knocked out of bounds by the Cyclones. And again, the Warriors will have it underneath their own basket. Or did they call a foul?
They call a foul on Gibson.
I can't believe the Warriors are as cold as they are.
Well, John, they just, they've had the shots. They're actually controlling the offensive board, but they can't get the basketball to drop.
So the Warriors inbound, and it comes to Blevins over to Montgomery. Back to Blevins. Blevins top of the key. 1:43 remaining. Third period. To Sutphin. Sutphin looks underneath. They want to get it into Babb, but they're certainly having a time doing that, and they've just moved Babb out of the lineup here a minute ago, Tony, which I didn't see. Montgomery to Blevins. So they look underneath now. Into the lineup is Whitson for the Warriors. Ball batted, knocked out of bounds. And maintaining possession will be the Happy Valley Warriors. So Whitson, John Whitson, in the lineup replacing Babb. He's just going to give Babb a little break here going down the stretch.
Going down the stretch, John. I think that's smart on Charlie's part.
1:16 remaining. 26-35. Cyclones with a 9-point bulge. Montgomery to Sutphin. Sutphin to Blevins. Blevins looks underneath to Whitson. Instead, over the right side to Montgomery. Back up the top of the key to Sutphin. He stops. Beautiful pass underneath to Henniger. Up and in. As Sutphin made the play, Tony.
They rolled on that time, John. He made the penetration, got the man wide open, and bang, 2 points.
Henniger with 6 points. Cyclones with the basketball. 28-35. As the Warriors come storming back. 40 seconds. Cyclones, Gibson has it. He forces the pass underneath. It's stolen by Sutphin. Sutphin takes it. Drives it in. Kicks it back out to Blevins with 28 seconds. So Charlie's going to back it back out here, Tony, I would say, and go for the last one.
Johnny's back in the ball game. He's down 7. Got a good chance here to cut it to 5 or maybe even 4.
Montgomery back over to Blevins. Sutphin will play the left wing as Henniger has it. Now to Blevins. To Sutphin. We're down to 5 seconds. A bad pass thrown out of bounds.
Young lady.
Charlie Bayless just grabs his head as the basketball, I think, hits somebody in the head.
Young lady caught that right in the side of the head, John. She still doesn't know where it come from.
4 seconds remaining. 35-28. Cyclones with the basketball. Inbound will be Gibson. And it comes to Norman at the halfway mark. He drives. He stops. He puts it up as the buzzer sounds, and it's going to be good. 2 points. John. Beautiful play by Norman. We'll be back after telling you Cyclones 37, Warriors 28.
9 points, but there's 8 minutes to go, and I tell you, we got ourselves a real contest here in this last quarter.
Blevins will inbound to Cat. Cat kicks it back over to Blevins. 28-37 as we begin the fourth and final period. And it goes in the corner to Henniger. To Kite, to Henniger. Looking underneath to Babb. Babb is being double teamed by the zone now that Lynn has opened up with. Whitson. Back to Blevins. And it comes to Babb. To Whitson. He stops from out front. Up and in. Good move by John Whitson.
John, they attacked the zone right where you needed to for that one.
Wilson stops. Puts it up. Good. Jonathan Wilson. It's been a Warrior basketball. Nobody for the Cyclones underneath on that shot. Had a lot of confidence in that.
Yeah, you're right, John.
Blevins to Henniger. Back to Blevins. Blevins looks over to Kite. Mr. Kite gone pretty well all the way. Shot up and no good. Rebounded McGrath. McGrath to Garland. Garland slows things down. Over to Norman. Norman three-pointer up. No good. McGrath with the rebound. Kicks it back into Wilson. Wilson stops from the side. Puts it up Rebounded Henniger. Long pass down to Babb. Babb's going to take it all the way. Puts it up and in. Not only in with an exclamation mark.
Put a little bit of emphasis on that one, John, and that brought the Warriors up again. That's twice he's done that tonight.
32-39 within 7. As we near the 6.5-minute mark. Nathan Norman with the ball to McGrath. Down the right corner goes to Wilson. Long pass cross court back to Norman. Norman drives. Double team. Kicks it back over to Garland. And the Cyclones ask for timeout. With timeout. It's Cyclones 39. The Warriors 32. Back with more right after this.
If you want your
The basketball, so
John, every possession right now is going to be very important.
I think Lynn did call a good timeout that time.
It was very timely. Stopped the momentum of the Warriors.
Garland top of the key to Wilson. So he's going to bring Wilson out to help control the basketball. And Charlie has gone into a zone. I think it's 1-3-1, he told me he called that. So
That is what it is.
what's the ball? Garland puts it up. Garland knocks it down. Chad Garland. Chad with 4 points. Warriors 32, Cyclones 41. Kite in the corner to Henniger. Back to Kite. Cyclones shift into the zone. Now it goes to Blevin. Blevin pressured by Norman. Finally gets it out to Whitson. Whitson to Kite. Underneath to Henniger. Back to Kite. Cyclones. Tony right now in the zone, creating just a little bit of problem with the Warriors. Finally gets it into Whitson. Whitson to Henniger. Henniger drives. Pump. Puts it up. No good. Rebounded under Whitson. He gets it shot up and in. John Whitson off the bench for the Warriors with 6 points. And big ones at that.
He stayed with that. He muscled that net, and that was all Whitson. No question. All Whitson.
I don't have his height, Tony, but not all that big, but
Pretty stocky.
Right. 34-41. Cyclones up by 7 as we're near the 5-minute mark. Whitson with a steal. 3-on-1 break. He's going to take it all the way. Ball stolen by Norman with the quick hand whistle, and John Whitson has created the foul. He made the play and he gave it away.
Oh, I tell you, John, it's so easy when you sit up here and look at it. But boy, I tell you, when you're on that floor and you've got a traffic jam and congestion down there, it's hard to know which direction you're going.
Well, Charlie patted him on the back because he gave it 100% out there, and that's all you can ask.
Mistake, though, it was.
Garland feeds it in to Ketchum. Ketchum to Norman. Back to Ketchum. And out there with it a steal. And on the breakaway, Blevins. He goes up. He puts it up. It's some ball batting. Finally rebounded put up by Montgomery. Warrior fans wanting a goaltending, and Tony was close.
It was, John, and it's down to 5 points right now, too. 41-36.
So Montgomery with his 5th point. 36-41. Over it goes to Ketchum. He looks underneath. Bad pass. It's going to be taken by the Warriors. Blevin. It goes up, slips, and he's going to walk with it.
There.
He had the open layup, but he tried to stop, pump, and get the open layup. But as he did, his feet slipped just so slightly.
John, the fans didn't like that, but it's an excellent call. He just sat down there.
Well, he knew if he went up with it, he'd probably get it. He was
going to get it
or block.
Going to get it blocked, no question.
So he did the smart thing. His feet just didn't stay put. What do you call them? What kind of feet is it, Tony? Hey, it's underneath. Jennifer Ketchum goes out of bounds. So somebody misread the other one as Norman thought he'd Ketchum underneath and tried to make the open pass underneath, but when he threw it, Ketchum went somewhere.
Went the wrong way. He sure did. John is getting down now to where a little bit of pressure.
And it comes to Babb. Babb, they're going to get Ketchum over the back. So Ketchum, Tony has to have either 4 or 5.
That's 4 on him, John.
41-36. Cyclones by 5 with 3:52 remaining. We'll be back right after this.
If you're a
BEJ.
Tony's certainly a big possession right here for the Warriors. 41-36. Then he comes to Babb. Babb to Montgomery. Wanted to shoot, instead backs it back out. Corner it goes to Henniger. Henniger looks underneath to Babb. He's got it. He puts it up and in. Shut Babb. So Babb A big basket there for the Warriors. Tony pulls them within 3. It's 38-41. Cyclones with the basketball. At the top of the key, Norman. Charlie in a 1-3-1. Then it goes McGrath. He drives. He puts it up. Shot no good. Rebounded Wilson. He goes up, and as he did, he was hammered. And the foul's going to be on Montgomery for the Warriors. 3:23 remaining. Warriors still in by 3 points. Chuck Babb on the evening with 15 points.
I got Wilson with 16 right now, John, going into these 2 shots, which are maybe the 2 biggest points of the night if he makes them.
Well, he's a pretty good foul shooter. The shot is up. It's good. So he'll get the next one. 42-38. Cyclones by 4. Wilson again to the line. Shot is up off the front of the rim. Rebounded. Kite for the Warriors. He's blindsided almost by McGrath. Instead, feeds it over to Montgomery. To Blevins. Top of the key. Looking under the Henniger. Instead, backs it over to Kite. Kite drives. Double team. Long pass. Top court. Blevins. Montgomery. Back to Blevins. Right wing to Kite. And they're double, triple teaming Mr. Babb underneath. Montgomery to Blevins. One of these guys will have to pull the trigger here, Tony, when they get the shot. And he comes to Henniger. He drives. He's cut off. He takes it, pitches it up, loses the handle. It goes out of bounds.
John, that's a big turnover right there for Happy Valley. Big turnover.
Henniger had it. He tried to make the move, and Tony just come out with his hands. So, he made the effort. What can you say?
He just got out position on it, John.
Norman drives. Feeds it under to Wilson. Wilson goes up, makes the basket, but it will be no good. Foul before the basket. It's going to want to be on Mr. Kite. So Cliff Kite creating the foul.
It's a good foul, John. He had a sure 2 points on that one.
Cyclones will inbound from underneath. Nave does the honors. Then it comes to Norman. To Reddick. Back to Nave. 2:30 remaining. Cyclones 42. Warriors 38. Norman at the top of the key. Stop. Puts it up. Shot. No good. Reddick had it for a moment. Instead, Blevins comes out with it for the Warriors. 2:18 remaining. 42-38. In the corner it goes to Kite. Back to Blevins. Over the left wing to Montgomery. And in the corner it goes to Henniger. Mr. Babb, not a factor right now, Tony. They really it in against him with this zone. Then it comes to Henniger. Pass to Montgomery. Montgomery had the shot, didn't take it. Over to Babb. Finally at the top of the key. He puts it up off the front of the rim. Rebound it. Norman for the Cyclones.
John, both teams colder than Kraut.
When you have to pull Babb all the way out to the top of the key to get into basketball, you certainly cut down on your odds getting any rebounds with the Warriors as small as they are.
Says you're playing good ball inside, too, John, defensively.
We're under the 2-minute mark. 1:37. Cyclones up. 5-4. Mays to Norman. Pass underneath to Wilson. He drives. He stops. Kicks it back out to Reddick. Missed the layup. Whistle sound. Foul underneath. It's going to be on Mr. Wilson, I believe.
Got him from coming over the back, John, and that's Jonathan's first foul tonight.
They had the shot. They worked the ball underneath, got the easy layup, and missed it.
A little 6-footer there by Reddick, and just too much iron.
They put it up a little bit too hard off the board.
A little too hard, John.
So the line will go Henniger for the Warriors, who have had their problems tonight. So Henniger can pull them within 2 with 1:26 remaining. Off the back of the rim, kicks, bounces. Wilson comes out there with it for the Cyclones. Outlet pass over to Nave. Nave back to Norman. So they're going to put it in the hands of Norman to try to take care of it. Down to Reddick. Reddick pressured by Kite. Double team. Ball batted around. It's going to be stolen by the Warriors. Montgomery comes out there with it, but as he did, we have a whistle. And I believe they're going to get Mr. Reddick with a foul.
And that's going to be 5 on Anthony.
So Anthony, not all that much playing time, Tony, to create 5 fouls.
Johnny's about where you'd expect him to be right now.
Right. It's the rough edges on the young man.
Got some rough edges, but I'll tell you something. That young man's got some talent, and some teams going to hear from him before this year's out.
I understand he's got some offers to play football on his fellowship money.
Hey, he's a good athlete. He's a good young man.
Kite puts it up. No good. So the Warriors have beat themselves from the foul line tonight. If they lose with this one, 38-42. Both teams in the bonus situation. We near the 1 minute mark. 1 minute remaining. Cyclones up 4. No, what a behind the back. Pass to McGrath. He kicked it back out. And finally getting a handle on it is Nave for the Cyclones. Back to Norman. Norman penetrates. And as he did, he was fouled by Blevins. Beautiful behind the back pass to Norman. And Tony tried to kick it back to Norman. Maybe one too many passes.
Probably did. A little bit of axe murder going on out there. They play a little basketball down there. But I think it's been an excellent call game, to be honest with you. It's been one of the better games I've seen in about 10 years in Upper East Tennessee.
Well, you know why, don't you? Shelby's sitting over observing this.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I forgot
got
about
him out as a scout.
They've got him scouting. I bet you he'll talk to these guys.
We'll have him for an interview sometime.
That'll be interesting.
Norman shot missed, rebounded Babb. Babb to Blevins. Warriors want timeout with timeout. Cyclones 42, Warriors 38. We'll be back with the final wrap-up right after this.
David Lenz, the Shop for Men, is one of tonight's sponsors for the Elizabethton Cyclones.
Okay, back to the action. Warriors will have it, and he comes to Blevins. To Sufton. Back to Blevins. Blevins drives, stops, kicks it over. Ball almost goes out of bounds. Retrieved by Babb. He puts it up, no good. Fight for it, coming out of the west. It's Garland. He's going to take it coast to coast, up and in.
Big bucket right there, John.
That's just about done it. Garland with the breakaway puts it up and in with the ball. Sufton has it. It's to Babb. Babb drives, and as he did, he's going to be fouled by Wilson. That one could have went either way.
Yeah, John, that was close. Awfully close.
Babb hurt his hand on it. Tony, he's got a broke bone, his fractured hand, so Charlie is really beat up right now.
Well, you know, he's the way Babb shot the basketball, you wouldn't think that because he's really
He does well with it. You know, he's got tape on. 16 seconds remaining. 44 to 38. Cyclones on top by 6. As Babb will go to the line, Tony, he has to have both of these.
But John, we're going to see a lot of fouls. They've had the shots. They've had they've had a lot of uncontested shots. They just didn't make.
Right. I know against Easton, they could have won the game. They missed something like 5 out of 7 foul shots in the stretch. And you have to make
concentration. It's just foul shooting's focusing on what you're doing.
Right. Babb goes to the line for the Warriors. He puts it up. No good. Again, they miss, and they're going to have a foul on Suffolk. So Suffolk, with his foul, puts the Cyclones on the line with 14 seconds remaining. Cyclones 44. The Happy Valley Warriors 38 from Treadway Gymnasium.
Mr. Norman gets these two, John. It's just about over. It'll be 8 points.
She can start singing in, can't you, partner?
Yes, sir. We'll have to break out the cigar here and give it to Mr. Hunt sitting over here. He's getting the horse already.
So the line will go Mr. Norman for the Cyclones. Norman with 4 points for the evening, and he missed it.
Oh, big.
Kicked it back out, though, with the rebound as Garland has it over to Norman. To Nave, and a whistle sounds. Suffolk creates a foul. Well, a wise foul, really.
It's a wise foul. You know, McGrath made a good play there. A lot of people will never see that, but he actually got the rebound, tipped it out, way out, get away from Happy Valley.
7 seconds remaining. Cyclones 44, Warriors 38. As Norman goes to the line once again. This time, good.
That's a big one right there, John.
Tony, I got him with 5 points.
That's exactly what I have him with.
Well under his mark. I'm sure set by Mr. Duggar.
There you go.
Next one up and in. So he has 6. Cyclones with a 38-46 lead. Montgomery to Blevins. 3-point try. Up. No good. Rebound Suffolk. As the horn sounds, Cyclones victorious tonight by a score of 46.